Diane Glenwright, who is the director of the YWCA, was supposed to be here tonight, was out of town all day, and with the weather and everything else, is not here tonight, obviously. So we spoke for just a few minutes, and I'm going to try to cover some of what she would say. And I'm not a board member, but I am totally passionate about the YWCA and the work that they do. All being women, it's all really, I think, services we would never want to use. And that's one thing I have said about the YWCA for a long time. I remember being a part of their capital campaign, going out and asking people for money for things that they probably would never want to use. That's the bad part about it. It's nice to give things to the things that we know someday we will use, and it's all important. I'm not saying it's not. But the YWCA does work that is not usually promoted because the people there don't want everybody to know that they're there. There's very few stories there, success stories, that you ever hear. And they really, really do need some help. I know recently, you know, I don't like a whole lot of people on Facebook. I really do love people, but I don't always like people on Facebook just because I don't have time for all that. But I like the YWCA on Facebook, and I recently got an update that they were totally maxed out with women and children that they are serving, that they have under their roof, and that they are keeping safe. And I, myself, am so appreciative of what you've given tonight, that those people can have a holiday that is greatly improved by your generosity. And actually, there's a very new program at the YWCA. It was mentioned a couple times, there's 3 programs, but there's actually 4 now. There's Wise Options that takes in abused women. They're not a handout, they're a hand up. They try to help these abused women find the strength within themselves, find a way to go back out, to have a life, to be safe, to not go back to that abusive relationship. They also have Liberty House. For a long time, our county did not have anything for women with children, homeless women with children. People would live on the streets because they knew if they called for services, their children would be taken away. There was no place for them. They could go themselves, but they could not take their children. So Liberty House meets that need for homeless women with children. Then there's also the CASA program, one I am personally very passionate about and a part of. It stands for Court Appointed Special Advocates. It's for children in the court system who really don't have a voice. And our judges locally are so behind this program. They have said the CASA is the eyes and the ears of our court. And if you have time on your hands, if you have a love for children, and if you truly want to make a difference in the lives of these children and be an advocate for them, just see me. It's all done by volunteers. There are a couple of paid staff people as case managers, but you can truly make a difference in that. And then the newest one that they have actually is called Liberty Options. It's for abused women with children. So you have the Liberty House and the Wise Options combination because 90% of the women who are there with children have been abused. So it's that combination of the Wise Options with the counseling for the abuse and also the Liberty House, so they have housing for themselves and their children. Right now there are 30 women and 30 children being served there under the roof. That does not count any of the children who are being served by CASAs. So, and as I said, that's all, you know, the CASA is a volunteer who goes into court and advocates for the best interest of that children. And you would be amazed, children who have a CASA, how, you know, so often you hear that people who are in the system from one generation to another, it just keeps, or they keep coming back into court. They keep coming, if they have a CASA on the case, so often the placement ends up being a permanent placement. So it truly makes a difference. For those of you who did not know in advance to bring a gift card, who did not see that, If you want to donate, if you want to put cash in the box, that will be directed and go to the YWCA, so Mary, or all of you, sorry. It will go, I see that Renee has the box here. If you want to write a check, if you want to put cash in there, or if you want to mail it, we know there are people maybe who didn't come prepared to do that. 815 West 4th Street, Williamsport is the address for the YWCA. And my last comment is, I think all of us could stand behind their mission statement, which is the YWCA is dedicated to eliminating racism, empowering women, and promoting peace, justice, freedom, and dignity for all. Thank you so much.